Okay, on the play. Recruiter to the card, Doomblade, Profane Command seems fine, I'll keep it. Doomblade is early protection. Recruiter to the guard gets us probably Stoneforged, considering how good Batterskull has been in these games. It's kind of a weird choice of land. M15 lands are odd. I wonder how many Legacy players play M15 lands in their deck. Alright, another red-green deck, this time with Young Pyromancer. That's an interesting thing. Wouldn't normally expect green decks to play this, but you know what? I'm fine with that. Good target for Doomblade. And certainly going to... oh, Liliana. How nice to see you. That seems like a better choice. Yeah, I like that. Gonna discard this Profane Command. Whereas our opponent drops... Burst Lightning. Interesting. Since that can ping down Liliana, I guess they're not feeling too threatened by her. So actually, once again, a Naya deck. Looking like Naya Burn. Which I suppose might explain. Yep, Naya Burn. Forest Charm will kill Liliana. Fair enough. That's 4 less burn going at my face, I guess. Okay, so choices are Draina or Mentor the Meek. Mentor of the Meek will draw us a card next turn, so that seems good. Let's go for that. I'm less concerned about my clock in this matchup than I am about just getting card advantage, because the moment we get down Batterskull, I feel like we've just won. And they just helix the Mentor. Alright, man. I'm hoping you're feeling confident in the amount of reach you're bringing to this game, because you're losing a lot of your removal pretty early. A lot of your burn spells, rather. So I'm going to Recruiter up my Stoneforge and Stoneforge up my Batterskull. And with 2 cards in my opponent's hand, I'm feeling pretty confident. And now we're seeing... this is some sort of Rolling Thunder effect? Nope, just a Chandra Fire of Kaladesh. You know what? I have literally never been impressed by this thing. Rift Bolt. Okay, noted. Desecration Demon. Okay. I mean, I can drop Drana and then be able to Stoneforge in the other thingy. So I feel pretty comfortable passing here. Like, I don't know what your Rift Bolt is going to kill that I care about. I guess you can kill Drana, but then you're at 1 card in hand with a Batterskull on the field. What's the target for this thing? I guess that's a suspend trigger, not the actual targeting. Targeting the Drana. Alright, you have it. Play all the 1-for-1 removal you want. Needle Spires, I guess, is marginally scary. I mean, our opponent can't be that good, right? Because they had the Chandra trigger on the stack and didn't use it to just deal me a free point of damage. Which is kind of strange. I mean, I know this card isn't super mainstream, but that's, I feel like, a pretty obvious use of it. Instant Speed Shatter Effect? No Instant Speed Shatter Effect. Alright, we're free and clear. And Isolated Chapel, meaning that we can drop the Desecration Demon and still have the ability to bounce Batterskull if anything terrible happens. Let's get in with that. Can your Naya Burn deck beat a Batterskull? And also a Desecration Demon. Alright, ping me for one. You've done it. So, I mean, Needle Spires can trade with Batterskull, but that will take their entire turn, and we just re-equip to something bigger? What's 6 mana? Inferno Titan. I don't care. At all, even a little bit. Alright, they figured out the Chandra trick here. Okay, so Inferno Titan presumably takes down Recruiter and Stoneforge. Yep, doing the targets that we assumed. Sure. Alright, so Inferno Titan's a bit annoying here since it does block the germ pretty well. I think I'm just going to sort of ignore it and just go face with the Desecration Demon for a little bit. I mean, we can block, bounce, and replay it, which gains us 4 life, offsetting the damage they're doing. I don't really feel too concerned by it at this stage. One more land and we could attack with the Batter Skull. They block, we bounce it afterwards and replay it and just gain 4 life for free. Wonder what the green is for in this deck. Have not seen that yet. Yeah, no attacks, okay. Okay, so now we have our attack, bounce, replay thing going on. I think I might actually do that here, just to get way out of reach on the life totals. Yeah, sure, stack with both. They'll go to 6, we'll go to 26. I'm also offering the trade with Needle Spires here if they want it. Although I don't see any reason they would take that over the Inferno Titan. Of course not. Now I do have to be slightly careful here, and there's a reason I'm doing this, just to gain life, is that Inferno Titan can pump itself for 7 right here, meaning it goes to a 13-13, and then it swings in and deals 3 damage, which means that Inferno Titan can swing for 16 at any point in this game, if they manage to remove the Batter Skull. So I'm going to be gaining my life where I can. And this does gain me increments of 4 life every turn, and we are at the point where Desecration Demon needs to be fed, or else he dies to it. Oh, that was not what you wanted to do, man. Don't do that. So our opponent just sacrificed to Desecration Demon on their turn, which means it untaps on my turn, and our opponent's forced to tap it by sacking the Inferno Titan, or I guess the Needle Spires. Yeah, they'll sack the Inferno Titan. Well, I don't see any line to victory that they have without that Inferno Titan. I'll give them a... They've realized their mistake, obviously. That said, I don't think this game is winnable for our opponent, regardless of that. And sure, play the land. Never know when you'll need a really big profane command that we already discarded, so I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that. Oh, Baneslayer Angel. I'm gonna take back my "don't think it matters in the long run" comment. That blocks my Desecration Demon all day. Jeez, wow, that's a top end right there. Yeah, okay. You have a Baneslayer Angel. I cannot attack through that, and I'm drawing more lands. So, okay, protection from demons. Can't attack into it. Erases the Batter Skull. So that's cool. Sure. Wow, yeah, I agree with them. That play almost didn't matter. I think Baneslayer was probably the only draw on their deck that would have made that difference matter. Really unfortunate for them that they slightly misunderstood Desecration Demon. It is kind of confusing that you can tap it on your turn, but I mean, it's relevant when you can, you know, attack through it, since you can tap it down before your combat. And of course, they're not going to attack. Bitter Blossom. Okay, happy with that. That will get the Batter Skull on a 5/5. And of course, fairies are not demons or dragons. So I will accept that top deck. Now to back up a bit to a bit of a broader perspective, I feel like our matchup here is really good. We have a lot of life gain in this deck. And a lot of blockers. Sark and Dragon Speaker. Okay, well the 4/4 doesn't really matter since I can block it. 4 damage to target creature sort of matters, but I don't think it will that much. I assume they just plus and then pass here. I don't think attacking with it does anything. Do we block with Desecration Demon? Nope, they're just going to kill the Batter Skull. Well, I was just going to equip it to a Bitter Blossom token anyway, so that's fine. Sure. I accept. always heal to that. Oh, missed it. Too bad. And draw my own Baneslayer Angel. That's pretty funny. Okay, so we can play Baneslayer and equip to the, I guess, the tokens, diversify the threats. So we will have 2 5/5 flying lifelinkers, and I have no clue how the burn deck beats that. And we win. Okay, cool. So that's game 1. Game 2, going to be looking to put all the life gain that we have in. I don't know if we have that much, but I'm going to be looking for it. Don't really have life gain. I guess Seeker of the Way is technically, but it's pretty bad. Soulfire Grandmaster doesn't do anything here. Chainer's Edict could honestly be fine. If we go to the long game, it's good to get out their big threats, since they do seem to have those. Hexmage might not be awful, but they only have the one Planeswalker that we saw. Gatekeeper's fine for the same reasons as Edict. Deluge I don't really be paying life. Banishing Light is closer to what we want, but I don't think it's really that great. I think we're pretty good for our matchup here with all the stuff we have going on. So probably just the one cut. I think we're going to cut the Grafted Wargear again, and this time remember that we cut it so we don't try to search for it. Probably just the sketchiest card in the deck, honestly. I could also see... You can see Mirror Crusader getting cut here. It's not that fantastic. I could see Hypnotic Spectre, but I think this should be fine, based on how Game 1 played out. I assume our opponent's siding in some of their artifact removal that they no doubt have in their sideboard, which does hit Batterskull, Metamorph, and Sculler. Which is fine by me. Okay, so hand is Sculler, Bitter Blossom, Gifted Aetherborn. This is absolutely a keep. Any black mana, we have Aetherborn online. We have Sculler to disrupt / draw removal. This seems fine. Unless they have a turn 1 Stromkirk Noble. That's a very good card they have there. That could get out of hand really quickly. Okay, so we have turn 2 Gifted Aetherborn, which blocks this pretty well. I might not actually lead with that, though. I might lead with Sculler, just because if they have Burn, I'd rather have the Aetherborn to block it with. Because this thing can get kind of out of hand if we let it. Sculler just gives us more information as well. Yeah, when they have 2 mana up for burn spells, I think this is better. Okay, so we have Baneslayer, which they are a ways away from. Burst Lightning, which can kill Sculler. Chandra Flameclaw, which they're also way away from. And Chandra's Phoenix, which I don't really care about, so it's definitely going to be Burst Lightning here. And I'll just keep in mind that they have these things. If they get to 6 mana, this will be a problem, but they are only at 3 lands at the moment. And this being the case, I will certainly take the trade with Noble if they offer it. I care very minimally about the Burst Lightning that they have there. Yep, sure, take 2. Not offering the trade, fine by me. Let's follow up with this Drana. Cunning Spark Mage. Haste and a Pinger. Okay, fine. I'm okay with this. No attacks. I'm more okay with this. Okay. So at this point, I think we go Gifted Aetherborn, Bitter Blossom, and no attacks. Next turn we can Sublime Archangel and just start putting the hurt on them. Other options include attack with Drana, just to grow it. That seems pretty bad. Let's just get these 2 down. Yeah, this seems perfectly fine. So next turn we go, if they don't draw something super relevant, we go Sublime Archangel, attack in with Gifted Aetherborn, it goes up to a 7/8, and we gain 7. And then I'm not sure how they beat that. I do have to keep in mind that the Chandra Flamecaller can deal 3 to everything, which would be very, very bad for us. But they still have to keep hitting 2 lands off the top to get there. And the Bitter Blossom will continue to threaten it. So actually, maybe, I guess it depends what we draw. Draw Hypnotic Spectre. Yeah, that's actually convinced me. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna cast the Angel, because we can just start attacking it with flyers, and potentially just hit this Chandra out of our opponent's hand. So get the Spectre down. We have the Fairy Rogue to block the Phoenix. So I'll attack in with the Drana. Get a counter on it. The faster we get counters on these things... In fact, I think we attack with both of these. We do the first strike first. This goes up to a 3/4. And if they want to double block, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, sure. So first strike goes through, Phoenix dies. We take them for 2 and gain 2. Seems good. And they basically have to burn us here to get back the Phoenix, otherwise, even if they do that, that doesn't let them play it this turn. The Spark Mage can start taking down the Fairy Rogues, but it'll be tied up doing that, and I'll be attacking it with flyers. Yeah, this seems very unwinnable for our opponent. Oh wait, that was my turn. I'm bad at this. Okay. Still potentially winnable then, because they have the flyer to block the Drana still. Okay, I completely missed that somehow. And they're now 1 turn away from Chandra. So quite winnable indeed. Potentially less with the addition of Liliana. Let's see. So do we go down or up? Down or up? Up makes them discard potentially the Baneslayer Angel. Or the Chandra. I think we go up here. And then if they don't block the Spectre, that gets rid of the other one. Yeah, definitely seems pretty good. So we'll be attacking him with Drana, Aetherborn, and the Spectre. If they block the Spectre, they take a lot of damage. If they don't block the Spectre, they lose their hand. Yeah, this feels good. I think this was the right play. And now their Spark Mage has to choose between taking down the fairies or keeping Liliana in check. And our opponent chooses the discard Chandra. Okay. I'm happy with that decision. Let's go in with some of the team. And see if they're willing to lose their Baneslayer. They're not willing to lose the Baneslayer. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Don't know what that's gonna do. They're pinging the Hypnotic Spectre. But these are both 2/2s, so they will still trade. Not sure what the thought is there. Oh, right, obviously. Drana does first strike damage, so this gets pumped. Yeah, of course, I'm stupid. Opponent is right. This was a good choice. Still, though, they're left with the Baneslayer in hand. We now have 2 sizable threats with the Sublime Archangel backing them up and Liliana in the wings. They drop the Baneslayer naturally. And I imagine... Oh, they're attacking in. Interesting. To Liliana, I assume. Okay, so we can block here. They get the Burst Lightning off that. Cunning Spark Mage takes down the Fairy Rogue. If we don't block, Liliana goes to 2. I mean, I'm happy to block here and then minus Liliana. You can have your Burst Lightning. That seems perfectly fine. I mean, that's a very tough position for my opponent to be in, but I don't really think that was a good play. So we minus, they go down to just Baneslayer. We play Sublime Archangel, gain a ton of life, have a blocker for Baneslayer every turn. Yeah, that seems good. Go for that. So we're aware of Burst Lightning in our opponent's hand. And I imagine our opponent did not see the Sublime Archangel coming, because this card is kind of weird. But I'll attack him with my 7/8. And if this doesn't take us out of reach of burn, I don't know what will. You can Burst Lightning to take out Liliana, but given the Bitter Blossom and the Sublime Archangel, I don't really see this going their way. Is that a... Ooh, okay. Maybe it will go their way. Okay, so that'll be an Inferno Titan. Might take down the Angel, might take down the Rogue and the Lily. I guess we'll have to see. That was a very good draw. 3 to the Angel. Okay, Angel's dead. May have gotten prematurely excited. That said, I can minus Liliana here. If they sacrifice the Inferno Titan, I can attack in with the Death Touch guy. That doesn't do anything because obviously they have the first striker. Let's see, so I minus Lily. Okay, so I can definitely play and flashback Lingering Souls. Then the question is just, do I minus or plus? I think I plus. Gets their Burst Lightning out, they can deal 3 damage. As they choose with Inferno Titan. But that won't kill me, given the number of blockers I have. We can potentially defend the Liliana, and then if not, swing in. Otherwise we minus. They have to sacrifice the Inferno Titan. They're left with just Baneslayer. That actually might be better. They have just Baneslayer, just Burst Lightning and take down this, and then we just have this huge army to kill them with. Yeah, let's go with that, I think. Otherwise we don't get to, yeah, I think that's better. Now, I obviously should have done this before casting the Lingering Souls, but it doesn't actually change their decision making, regardless of the Lingering Souls. They have to sacrifice the Inferno Titan or else they just die. But that's fine. Yeah, let's pass back. Now they're definitely in a situation where they can never actually attack with the Baneslayer, and we'll just keep building up fairies until we can kill them with it, presumably. Presumably, that's not a word. Also worth noting, our opponent's on less than 7 minutes. So that's cool. And if I remember right, this is game 2, so if they win this, they have to win another one. Fiery Confluence. What do we got? Oh boy. That is a very good card. Uh-huh. Well, that's pretty good. That does kill all the creatures. Yeah. Did not see that coming. And then Burst Lightning can pick off the Aetherborn. Wow, that was a very fast turnaround. Well played to my opponent, I guess. I don't think they can still attack. Oh, they can still attack, because it is vigilant. It does not have vigilance? Okay. Sure. Interesting choice. Profane Command. Okay. Well, we're at 4, so that does not quite kill Baneslayer, and it does not quite kill them. Since this will deal 3 and then 4 is 7. So yeah, that's a thing. I like having inevitability. Other potential modes are actually... Oh, I'm so bad at this. I could have gone back Sublime Archangel, dealt them 4, Sublime Archangel pumps this by 3, and then that kills them. Oh, that was bad. Got too tunnel visioned in on the direct damage thing. Alright, well, we have hopefully game next turn if they make the same decisions. We'll have to see though. That was such a bad play. In that I didn't make a play and I could have won. Still feel relatively safe though. I can see them just Rift Bolt. Okay, sure. I can see them just animating Needle Spires here and attacking with both. Instead, Chandra's Phoenix. Sure, fine. And attacking with both. That's very aggressive. Okay, sure. I accept. Okay. Let's do the math here. We can Profane Command for 5. They'll go to 6. We reanimate. Sublime Archangel. Pumps this by 4. That kills them. Okay. So we're gonna target player loses X life and return target creature. Target player. Target creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see if that does it. I've been very impressed by Profane Command in these games. I've been severely underestimating it as a card. It's very flexible. Flexible, rather. Alright, let's try to go for game. Let's see if that does it. And it does, okay. So there's our game 3, and we get our 100 play points with which we can potentially play another round of this, if we so desire. Oh, feels good, feels good. Definitely feel redeemed from my modern cube situation. Yeah, okay, that was pretty fun. Definitely might do another one of these in the future with the play points won from this event. Feel good about that. Have a good night.